Bien, esta vez estamos con Clemens Rehbein, que es cantante y guitarrista de la famosa banda Milky Chance y que se hizo conocida a nivel mundial por el tema Stolen Dance. Y bueno, vamos a hablar acerca de su último corte colorado, que es, suponemos, el inicio de un nuevo disco. Hi, Clemens, how are you? Pleased to meet you.
Hi, nice to meet you too. I'm good, thank you.
Well, you're German, and
Yeah.
German is a beautiful language. So, what do you sing in English?
um, I mean, like German is like sounding very rough to me. That's all, like, I mean, especially when you sing it, I find it very hard to write a good song in German and that it also sounds good, when you sing it. I don't know. It's like
Yes.
I mean, there's like some beautiful, songs and also like poetry, like German poetry existing. But I find, like, personally, I find it really hard. And also, big reason why I always sang in English was because, like, at least like 95% of the music I listened to, like always, was English. So, like I always listen to English songs. So, that's what I learned, like by ear, like how it sounds like, what you can say, how you can say it. Yeah, and like how to write a song, basically. Like, like the other way around, if I would listen to Spanish music, like
Yes.
for the next 10 years, I probably, would write a song in Spanish because I just had so much input, you know what I mean? Like,
Yes.
it was like very natural for me to do it in English as well.
You have the ability to sing in many language.
um, no, no. But probably I would say, I mean, I did like a little cover on Spanish on TikTok.
Yes.
It got very well received. So I'm not able to speak Spanish, but if I learn it, like sentence for sentence, and also like when you sing, like you mumble a bit and it just sounds different. It's just like more about the way you sing it. I think you don't necessarily have to speak the actual language, to sing a song in another language. If your
Okay.
pronunciation is, like quite well, you can do it. So I would
Yes.
say if I have enough time, I can sing a whole song in Spanish. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I was spending. Colorado is a really good song. Tell us about the lyric and the making of.
Well, thank you. Um, so we wrote that song last year in December. We had a session with two other guys in the studio, and it was that moment, like we were working on another song, and we just like we were kind of stuck, so it was like, yeah, let's make a break and then do something else, just like try
Yes.
something new. So Philip was jamming on the guitar, and like suddenly he had that riff going on, and like we got hooked on, and then I started mumbling, and I was like, I love the word Colorado, like the phonetic of it, like
Yes.
Colorado, like how it sounds. So I was like, I'm in Colorado, and then we just started, well, how can we build like a cool sentence to use this word? And then we had the funny metaphor, like I get high like Colorado. And from that on, we just built the whole story of the song, which is basically, it's a song about all the feelings that you have when you're kind of like heartbroken, for example, and
Yes.
there's a lot of emotion, and like, sometimes it just feels like, you know, the world is, your world is breaking down, and you just need
Okay.
to escape from it. So that's what the song is about.
It's a very loneliness. It's the feeling.
Yeah, it's kind of yeah, it's kind of, there's like jealousy, like rejection, or like anger, or like frustration, and like
Yes.
sometimes it doesn't necessarily has to be like, the typical breakup relationship kind of thing, but I feel like a lot of times in our lives, I feel like, we have these kind of feelings, and sometimes it's just like very hard to like in the moment, like to cope with it. So you just sometimes you just need to, call your friends and like get high, or or go, have a big night out and have some fun to, to calm down a little bit and then get back to
Yeah.
it the next day.
Yes, stay quiet. Color is the name of the song and also a color, but the video does not have Colorado color. Why
Yeah.
is that any meaning?
No, I mean the video the video is really not jumping on the story of the song or something. We were just like trying to create that certain type of humor and
Mhm.
type of, bit of funny, bit of, weird, but not like slapstick. So because like the whole song is also not taking itself too serious, like it has a little like twink, So
Yes,
yeah, we just wanted to create that vibe. Um yeah. So
the
that's that.
color is the color of love to Colorado, the
Well,
red
that
color.
but I did yeah, actually I didn't know that it's an actual color like in the Spanish language. Because for us it was only like, well, it's the state in the US, the highest state, so it
Yes,
makes
yes,
sense. But like
yes, I know.
I didn't know about the color thing. But that fit.
In yes, in Spanish, is Colorado is another meaning of red color.
Yeah, that's funny.
Uh, yes. Um, this single is the first of an upcoming album.
Yeah. Kinda. Yeah, we're constantly working on it. I mean, as you see, I'm in the studio today as well, so almost every day. We have a lot of songs, a lot of ideas, and we're just trying to finish them. And yeah, the plan is that we gonna release an album next year, but we don't know when, because I mean,
Why?
it's finished. Yeah, well, I mean, what right now we just like, like really deep in the musical creative process. And we want, of course, like we want to hurry, but
Yes,
it needs some time. And yeah, we wanna get the best out of it. And I mean, yeah. So it's hard to it's hard to say, like, to name like a release, like a deadline or something right now. We just like want to take this time to create.
yes, yes. It's understand. What happened between the successful Stalin Dance and the new share success Colorado?
Between, you mean
Between
like what we
between
like?
the Stalin Dance and Colorado, what happened between?
You mean like musically? I mean, like, well, we released 3 albums, so I
Yes,
mean,
I know, but I want you to tell us about that.
yeah, well, I mean, it's been 8 years. That's like, first of all, like
Yes,
we started this whole thing 8 years ago, which is quite a long time.
yes,
We just realized like recently, like, wow, it's like almost 10 years. It's almost a decade. Yeah, so I mean, we've been touring a lot, every year, almost every year. We've been touring worldwide. We played like, I don't know, like between 100 and 180 shows every year. Um, so that was very time consuming. And then besides that, we did the second album 2016, and then the third album we just released end of 2019. We had the first tour ongoing last year, 2020, in February, and then the lockdown kicked in. um but yeah, I mean, yeah, it's been a crazy ride, I mean, a lot of experiences, and just yeah, it's just like if you think back, it's just crazy that we've been so many places in so many different countries, and it's really it's a great thing, and we're very grateful for it, and yeah, we really miss it right now, you know. It's a big part. I mean, it's always a big part of our life, you know, since then. So,
Yes, yes.
yeah.
You have in your own label. Tell us about it.
Yeah, so that decision was also like an outcome of, well, actually, like, yeah, the whole lockdown situation, you know, like last year when we were on the first lockdown, we all just like enjoyed some time, spending some time at home with our families and stuff. Then we started to go to the studio again, and then also we had a lot of dinners with our managers,
Yes,
talking about, you know, like how we evolved as a band, as personalities, what happened, you know, during the last 8 years, you know, what, yeah, like how everything went, and also like, you know, what, like things, you know, that been working really well, but also like things that we were kind of, you know, like trying to find the right way to do it, because like we probably like didn't feel that much comfortable with it. So a lot of reflecting, a lot of thinking back, and also, yeah, that brought us to the question, well, if we want to do if we want to continue making music with this project, with this band, like for the next 10, 15, 20 years, like how do we want to do it, you know, from the point, like from where we are now at, like how do we want to do it, how, where do we want to go, like how do we want to evolve like further and stuff like this. So, and it just made sense right now to go independent, you know. So because of many different reasons, I'd say, but also like because we tried this in the very beginning, you know, like we tried being independent,
yes.
but we, you know, we were pretty young, like 20 years old. We didn't have a lot of like we didn't know anything about nothing, you know. So, and we were also pretty naive, and like, yeah, well, just understood that we probably need some help doing all this. And but right now, you know, we're a little more mature. You know, we got to know the music business and the industry, and you know how things go and how things work and all of that. So we were like, yeah, let's go independent, because then we also like we're closer to everyone that we're working with. We have more control. We have more control, more freedom about how we want to bring the music to the people, like how, you know, like how we want to promote it and where and when and all that. Um, yeah, it's exciting. I mean, you know,
Yes,
because
it's a
yeah,
big starting. It's a big starting. But the name is Muggling Records, or in German, I think it's Mugalik Records,
Muggelig. Yeah.
Mugelig Records. Well, reminds the Harry Potter saga, the
Oh,
name.
yeah. Muggel. Oh. Yeah, it's an actual.
I thought,
It's a German word. It means something like cozy. You know,
uh,
like muggelig is a German
yes,
word. Like, you know, like when you're inside your living room and you're like hanging on the, you know, on the couch
okay.
watching a movie, and like, you know, you have some candlelight and it's like very cozy, you
Oh,
know,
okay, okay.
what it means actually.
Oh, okay. I thought that it was Harry Potter saga and not magic people.
But that's a good one. I keep that on my mind. Like that's like we're not the magic people. We're just like normal people.
Okay, we think that you are magic people. Well, Clemens, it was very pleasure to talk to you.
Thanks for having me.